Hello and welcome to my channel. Here my goal is to answer questions I had about clay before starting. As I slowly learn new things, I wish to share them with people who are interested in sculpting just like me. Before I begin, I like to knead the clay. So why? Kneading your clay, which is also known as wedging, helps make the clay easier to work with. This is necessary because it makes the clay stick easier to itself and ensures a smooth consistency. With other types of clay, such as polymer, this is important to make sure that the clay doesn't explode while baking in the oven. If you want to stick two pieces of clay together, scratch both sides as shown in the video. Before starting, I wanted to test the consistency of the clay by making a quick face. Doing this is not only helpful for feeling the clay, but is also an important step for improving the process in creating the clay. Everything you do on your test piece will reflect onto the final product, so it is necessary to fix things before starting. The tool I'm using here is called a loop tool. This is a common tool used in ceramics for refining your art pieces. Although it has many uses, I found that I usually use it for removing specific amounts of clay from my sculpture. Now that I've finished testing the clay, I'm now going to move on to my sculpture. So what is oil-based clay? Oil-based clay is a type of clay that is made with oil rather than water. Similarly to polymer clay, this type of clay does not air dry. What makes it different is the fact that it does not harden even when fired. This is good for beginners, such as myself, who want to practice and experiment with sculpting clay. Oil-based clay is also popular for its ability to easily bend and hold certain shapes. However, on the downside, making permanent sculptures is more difficult as there are other techniques you need to learn to preserve it. Here I'm cutting out the shape of the wing for the sculpture. To make my sculpture look more realistic, I wanted to cut off the backside and smoothen it out. And finally, I'm attaching the wing. And finally, this is the finished project. I really enjoyed trying oil clay. I think it was a nice way to practice sculpting for the first time and also understanding how the clay works. I cut out a bunch of the scenes of me remaking the wings, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.